Hey guys, it is Monday. It's my crazy light here in my house, so I'm trying to find light so I can talk to you guys. It is Monday, and I just wanted to reach out and talk to you guys about a topic that is near and dear to me that I'm going to be talking a lot more about on this page. So, inflammation pretty much has been what has given me the most trouble over the past, I don't know, probably for a long time actually. And it took me a long time to understand what inflammation was. Having a chronic disease, hypothyroid, inflammation is everything for my body. I have to try to keep it in balance to get it to work properly. And that's a very hard thing to do. So I'm going to read to you, because I'm not going to get it quite right, what inflammation is. From this Life Science page article called Inflammation Causes, Symptoms, and Anti-Inflammatory Diet. So inflammation is a vital part of the body's immune response. So I have an autoimmune disease. It's the body's attempt to heal itself after injury, defend itself against foreign invaders such as viruses, bacteria, repair, damage. So we're going to come down to what chronic inflammation, which is something that I have, which I think a lot of people do have. Chronic inflammation is long-term and occurs in wear and tear conditions, including osteoarthritis, autoimmune diseases, which is me, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, allergies, asthma, inflammatory bowel disease, and Crohn's disease, which is what Jason has. Habitual or environmental factors such as excess weight, poor diet, lack of exercise, stress, smoking, pollution, poor oral health, and excess alcohol consumption can also lead to chronic inflammation. So as you can see with those topics, it's pretty much everything that we deal with on a daily basis. And it's something that has been, so inflammation is the root cause of all disease. That is something I learned back in the day from Phil Kaplan. He was someone I got to work with when I worked at Merit Athletic Clubs. He had been in the business for, 30 some years. He worked in the Jack LaLanne days back in the day. And he had his website and everything was called The Fitness Truth. So he got to the real root causes of what's going on with your body. And I learned so much about inflammation. I actually went through his training and became a health catalyst for his program. And when he started talking about inflammation, it started to click to me that I understood what was going on in my body. What about cytokines and being inflamed, and the choices that I make, the food choices that I make, that all causes inflammation. And it actually, for me and my autoimmune disease, it makes it very difficult to lose weight. So I want to be as honest and truthful as I can with you guys about my weight loss journey, because it has been up and down, and I think it will always be up and down. I'm not going to just transform like that, have that gorgeous picture and everything is wonderful. It's just not the way it is. It's not my reality when it comes to inflammation and autoimmune disease. It's just not. So I strive to, the biggest thing when it comes to inflammation is trying to get your entire body completely balanced at all times. And that's really difficult to do. So my food has to be on. You guys probably have seen I'm gluten-free, I'm dairy-free. All of the choices that I make when it comes to food is, the question in my head is, it's not all about, is this going to help me lose weight? Yes, that is obviously something that is a focus of mine, but is it going to inflame my body? Is it going to cause me to bloat, to puff up? My face gets puffy, my fingers swell up, my brain gets foggy. Those are the questions that I ask myself every time I eat something. Is this going to inflame my body? So I'm going to be providing a lot more content on this page about anti-inflammatory information. So anti-inflammatory, what can you do to decrease your inflammation from? Exercise and nutrition. I'm going to put some more recipes, because honestly, those are the meals that I make. It's difficult. I do have to make everything from scratch. I have to read every ingredient on everything that I pick up. Grocery shopping, it's over time it's gotten better, but it was difficult. It's hard to eat kind of separately from your family, even though I do most of the cooking, the shopping, and they eat mostly what I eat. There's still a slight disconnect. We're not 100% completely all on board together, which is difficult. Jason's been making food, but he kind of makes food that he can eat with the kids, and I have to still make my meals and eat separately, somewhat. Stress is another huge factor. You know, try to decrease stress, and stress is everywhere. So I have to keep my stress levels low. That's something that I have to do. And sometimes I do well with it, and sometimes I don't. You know, we've had, you know, I'm stay at home. I've got working a business, and I've got 2 small kids that are needy. They need my attention, and they melt down, and you know, life is not perfect. And we also have financial stress. We were the couple in like 2007, 2008. We bought our house in Maryland for a lot of money, and right now we have renters in there. We can't quite sell it, and our renters have not been paying their rent, or they've been behind. So it's been very stressful on us. We've had to almost kick them out once, or actually a couple times. We had got up to the day where the sheriff was going to come and kick them out the next day, and they paid the day before. So we've got a lot of financial stress going on with us right now. We're working on that, but it's slow, it's steady, it comes and goes. Jason takes a lot of that stress. So trying to keep your stress levels low is something that is difficult, and I try to work on. Sleep, as we all know, sleep has been difficult for me. I don't fall asleep very fast. I fall asleep. If I wake up, then I'm up for hours. So all of those things, when they're off, when I'm not getting enough sleep, when I choose to have a hard cider or drink alcohol and eat some tortilla chips with sodium, literally my body flips out. For the normal person, not a bad thing. Pick up the next day, get back on track, you're pretty much good to go. For me, my body, it does not work that way. And I want to be honest about that in my journey. I've got days where I can fit into my clothes and feel toned and feel great, and then 2 days later something kicks in and I can't fit into my clothes anymore. My pants don't fit, my stomach's bloated. I've had times where my stomach is so insanely bloated that I look and feel like I'm like 6 months pregnant. And that's because just something over time just inflamed that system and it flipped out. So I'm in this constant quest to find out, to keep my inflammation level low, to have my body work properly, and to feel good and live a good life. So I just wanted to share that with you. Right now I want to be 100% honest with you guys what my weight is, and I don't know if I don't care if you don't care, but I'm 159.8, and I want to be honest about that, because when I do these workout programs and I work on my nutrition and everything like that, I do my best. But there are things that go on. We've had a lot of travel. Things that go on, or if I go out to a restaurant and something inflames me, that impedes my results. So there's some times where it is very, very difficult for the scale to move for me. Like literally I have to have like no sugar in my system, 100% no sugar, no nothing, for my body to actually start shrink. And if anybody's actually tried to 100% take out all sugar, it is extremely difficult. So it's a battle. I feel like I fight and go into battle every single day. And I just want you to know that, because I know I'm not the only one. I know there's so many more people out there who are like me, and I want to be a voice for you guys. I want to share what I'm doing and the recipes that I'm making and what I'm doing. I will share the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups and the downs, and I'd love for you guys to come with me, because I learn from you as much as you learn from me. So I've kind of gone through this many years alone. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody who was going through what I was going through. So I felt very alone, especially being, you know, Jason not 100% understanding, and he can't really understand everything. I felt very alone. So I want to share this with you guys. So you'll see my content on my page changing, but I want to reach the people who can understand and who are struggling, so I can help you guys, because I didn't have anybody to help me. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. And that's kind of why I eat the way I do, and why I approach my life the way that I do, is really trying to find this balance. It's never going to be 100% balanced. I know that. But I keep trying, and I keep what we call failing forward. I keep trying and stumbling and falling, and I get back up and I try again, and each time I learn something new. But that's a reality. That's my life. It's really based on inflammation, whether I'm going to have a good day or a bad day, and how my body's going to respond to it. Whether, you know, I can lose some weight and stuff like that, or my weight's gonna stay the same. But I can have my weight stay the same and work out and get a lot leaner. Like right now, my legs are a lot more toned and a lot more stronger than they probably have ever been. So for me, I really focus on the non-scale victories because that's really where the success is for me. And we always say don't focus on that scale anyway, but for me, mine's a little bit more extreme because that weight scale, that number on that scale is not gonna drop. And it does, it goes up and down, but there's some days I can do everything perfectly and consistently do it, and it stays exactly the same. I'm this kind of anomaly in this whole world, and I know there's more of you guys out there. So I just wanted to share with you that for today, so you guys understand where I'm coming from, what I'm dealing with, and I'm gonna provide you guys with a ton more content so I can help you guys. So I hope you guys have a great day.